I come from a very prominent Zionist patriotic family. My father, who's probably the most well-known, was the general Miko Peled, who was an officer in 1948 and a general in 1967, these two major pillars of the history of Palestine and creation of Israel. I grew up very patriotic, very big supporter of my country and my state and Zionism, of course. And early in my life, of course, I supported my father's views and I was a Zionist like he was, and he never gave up on the idea of Zionism. So in 1997, my sister's little girl was killed in a suicide attack in Jerusalem. She was 13. And that's exactly the kind of tragedy that forces you to shakes you to the core. So you can't look at the world the same way. Pushed me in the direction of examining what I was taught in terms of the truth, in terms of the existence of what is Israel. It wasn't until I began that journey and went through it for a while that I came to the realization that actually I was living in a different country than I thought. I was living in Palestine, and I was living in a kind of a colony, superficial, artificial reality that is not real. It's not grounded in truth. It's grounded in this apartheid state that was created, and then based on lies upon lies upon lies that gave the legitimacy to the state of Israel, to this existence of Israel.
Is that they came to a blooming country and they stole it.
The Bible says that there is a time for peace and a time for war. This is a time for war. אזרחי ישראל, אנחנו במלחמה.
Palestinians who had nothing to do with this are paying a heavy price, and that's what Israel does. It's humiliated, so now it's taking out all its revenge and all of its anger on innocent people and innocent civilians who had nothing to do with the attack.
Can I ask you first, as an Arab, as a Palestinian, as a human being, a mother, how you're feeling ever since October 7th? First and foremost, do you condemn what Hamas did?
Do you support what Hamas launched?
Do you condemn Hamas?
I think it's absurd to condemn people who have been oppressed for so long when they rise to resist. I think it's to be expected. If you want to eliminate resistance, then we have to eliminate the oppression. Resistance is always a response to oppression. And the Palestinians' response to the greater violence, by and large, over 75 years, has been mostly unarmed. If there's something to condemn, it's to condemn the apartheid regime, to condemn the violence, the savagery that Palestinians suffer every single day. Thousands of Palestinians who are being arrested and killed in the West Bank as we speak. The racism against Palestinian citizens of Israel by the state and by just individuals. It's the stories of Israeli doctors who signed a petition that it's okay to bomb hospitals in Gaza. Students who demanded that Palestinian citizens of Israel be thrown out of the dormitories and the university, and on and on. That needs to be condemned. Israel represents all of these things that we know are bad. It's a war against peace. It's a war against justice. So people have to make a choice, I think. And again, I think what is clear, though, beyond any doubt, is that you cannot defeat the Palestinians. They call it Hamas, they call it this. It doesn't matter what you call it. It doesn't matter which particular movement Palestinians belong to. Palestinians will not be defeated.